Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to have a look at the Guardian's Quiptic crossword, and this is being published on Sunday the 10th of November 2024. It's been set by Chandler, so I can't say too much about this. I don't know too much, it's just a live solve, so I'm going to crack on. Second husband beset by awful pain, beginning to emerge healthy. So in second, awful pain makes me think anagram in, but maybe not. Let's go over here. Classify businessman's first dishonest scheme. Businessman's a B, a scheme, classify. Dishonest scheme is a scam. Sign of things to come, found among some neighbours. Okay, that's omen. Yeah, that yesterday in the quick cryptic. Same answer anyway, not a clue. Environmentalist of a delicate nature gets permission to go ahead. Environmentalist of a delicate nature gets permission to go ahead. Environmentalist is green. A pair of notes by West Country banker in addition to a building. That pair of notes as in D and E on the musical scale, possibly. West Country banker, so that's a river, isn't it? As an annex, a pair of notes, ANN, the river X being the banker, river with banks. Fellow, following with no end of interest, method of extracting gas. Cool. Fellow, following with no end of interest. I think that's fracking, isn't it? So tracking with a T taken off, i.e. no end of interest. Manic sets manipulated, shades of meaning. That's just an anagram of manic sets, I guess, which must be... I'm going to try the anagram helper. I'm not convinced I'm going to be able to use it on a word that... Manic set. I'm going to spell that. Manic sets. I'll put the two S's in. Okay. Shades of meaning. Suggests that it's going to end in L. S, sorry. No, didn't think I'd get it. I can't. There's no point in putting the S in there because it doesn't help anything. Hard material has support in confines of school. Confines of school are S and L, I suppose. T is a support, golf T, and steel is hard material. Mention of wealthy people making projections. So just to sound like of wealthy people, which is rich. Projections. Nothing kind of jumping out at me there. Okay, let's look at the downs before I scroll down a little bit. One mobilising about pit, so that's a mine, I think. One would be nominee, wouldn't it? That's one type of office. Okay, so that probably is an in. Movable joint is put in something easily. It looks like a knee, but that hinge is a movable joint. What have I done there? Oh, it's a hidden word. Okay. That looks like it's going to be second husband, in, beset by awful pain, in, okay. Eccentric, temping, probably an anagram, getting natural colouring matter. Oh, what's that going to be? Not sure. I'm not sure on colouring matters, to be honest, at this point. Manage area, so that's run area in wide yard as feature of an airport is a runway, I guess. Runway. Okay. Richard, so that's Dick, I suppose. Shortly entering Crete for recreation is one playing on a square. Is that Dick or Rich? Richard shortly entering Crete for recreation is one playing on a square. Okay, so is it hopscotch? Can I actually spell this? Hop? No, Scotch is spelled with a C, isn't it? Okay, feels like I should be able to get that clue, but something not quite happening there. Improve education at the margins with opportunity initially missed. So take an O out of at the margin. O out of, I mean, at the margins is the edges. Improve education at the margins. Improve is to better. Oh golly, long anagrammy thing, probably. Fancy receptions fit, RECEPTIONSFIT. Receptions fit for one with perfectionist, isn't it? That's just, golly, that was, I didn't even need to faff around on that really, just could see that. Random piece, penned by a bishop on a railway. So a railway is ARY, penned by a bishop, AB, or ARR. Piece. So I assume piece in this arbitrary, so it's to do with bit. Now ARR, so a right reverend with bit in the middle of it. Grey person with no allegiance to either side. Grey person with no allegiance. I think that's double def. Grey neutral, I suppose. Double def. One establishing an institution gets to be unsuccessful. I can't want that to be originator, but I don't think that can be. Gets to be unsuccessful. Loser. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back up to the top, see if I can do any more of these across his second husband. So there's my H. Beset by awful pain makes me think in is part of pain and beginning to emerge healthy. In whole. Emerge healthy. Oh, beginning to emerge, so that's E. Is that in shape? Your second husband. Oh, I spoke correctly. Shape, there we are. So PA around. Golly, wow. It is. That's pigment, isn't it? That was easy in the end. What was this? Semantics, I think that is. Looking at the letters and the clue. Semantics. This must be a green something. That's my environmentalist. Of a delicate nature gets green light. Light being that. Improve education at the margins with opportunity initially missed. This one, gosh, is one for playing on a square. Something about cricket, isn't it? Cricketer. What's that? Oh, Rick is the short version. Okay, and then Crete is an anagram. Fair enough. Is this bracket or something classified? Bracket, bracket and racket. There we go. Which makes that enhance to improve. I'm not sure why. I'll come back and decode later. Okay, so I can scroll down a little bit now. Thankfully, got the top half done. That was quite nice. Oh, scroll. There we go. Have I still got it on screen? No, I haven't. Okay, that's all on screen. So, what's this? Snobs? Snobs. 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 Wealthy people? Snobs. Projections. Snobs. I think that's snobs, but I can't quite get the why that's projections if it's snobs. Knobs would be, but finally catch leaders of heist, unsettling new director in built-up area. So we've got heist, unsettling, HU, something kind of town, isn't it? Built-up area. Catch leaders of HU director is 8 letters. Assuming neutral is correct, of course. I think it is. Finally catch is to hunt down, isn't it? Hunt down in a town. Hunt down. So what have we got? Town is a built-up area. Director is that. And then heist, unsettling new. Okay, finally catch is to hunt down. Twin has drink twice the normal measure. Twin has drink twice. So that's probably going to be the same word repeated in there. Twin. Or is it a There's no O's in that sentence for quite a long way, so it's not likely to be a hidden word. Can't get that one yet because of the separate from friend, left to wander overlooking lake. Separate or separate from friend or separate from friend. I think that's separate from, and then friend left to wander overlooking lake. I think that's an anagram of friend left without the L. I think. Let's see. Friend left. That's the right number of letters. Separate from would be to different. Now, separate from, different, different. Gosh, it's a little bit more of an interesting clue, isn't it? So what have we got? We're still on screen. Yep, just on. I think what happened is actually when I use the anagram thing, yep. Move the screen back up. Figure before 10 is 9. Has secure thing put in an alley. Figure before 10 has secure thing put in an alley. That's something to do with 9, I think, but I can't. One establishing an institution gets to be unsuccessful. Founder. Yeah, you founder. If you, yep. Suave Republican graduate in a French cafe lately. Un for French. Cafe lately. Graduate will be a. So we need a Republican or BA, MA. Suave. Urbane, is it? Golly. RBA in une with an E for golly, there's some stuff going on. That must be 9 then, mustn't nin 9 secure thing. Not seeing that at the moment. Heavily built liberal in part of Greater Manchester. Heavily built liberal in part of Greater Manchester. My knowledge of Greater Manchester isn't that good. I'm sure it'll be somewhere quite well known, but I just can't think what it is at this moment. Let's have a look at this. Oh, back on twin, forget that. General journalist following Barbados in a storm. So that's just an anagram of Barbados with an ED on it, I think. A general journalist would be a, don't know. So ED Barbados. There we go. Becomes, what's that? Bread based or something? Broad based. There we are. Okay, broad in that sense. And scroll down again. Or scroll up, should I say? Okay, broad based. Aha. So what's my drink doing here? Twin has drink twice the normal measure. That must be double. Double def. Okay, simple. Oh, somehow I pressed the wrong key there to go across. Got to get down to these. Scroll those down a bit more. Favoured, including professional line in short drama. Unprofessional line, sorry. So there's line. Unprofessional is lay. Line would be an L. Playlet. Pet is favourite, yep. So what's this one over here? I've got to scroll down even further. Female with Gary in ground describing some clothes. Some old clothes, so it's going to be something like tattered, isn't it? Female with Gary in ground. Okay, so that's F. Frayed. Is it frayed? No. But it's an anagram of, I would think, grey Gary in. So, what have we got? F. Gary in. Fraying. Okay, actually, what's that E doing there? That E's doing there because I put it there. That was fraying. Let's just put that in then. Oh, okay, that's really made that clue look weird. Figure before 10 has secure thing put in an alley. So that's all I've got to do really, is those 4 clues. It's gone very well, I'll say that. Yeah, I think that's snobs. I can't think what it is. Mention of wealthy people. Snobs. I'm going to put snobs in there because I'm not entirely convinced, but I don't know. This one is Barry. Is it not Barry? Heavily built is bulky. Bulky, heavily built, liberal in part of. So we need to put an L into part of Greater Manchester is Bury, so Burley. Okay, Burley, fair enough. Let's get the anagram thing. Chewy meat with, oh, look at this. Chewy meat with time gone is ready to eat. Chewy meat with time gone is ready to eat. Ready to eat is ripe. But what's that? Lost two, I can't. These two are interesting. Figure before 10 has secure thing put in an alley. Look at this. Chewy meat. Gristle. With time gone is ready to meet. Is ready to eat. Oh. If I can get this one then. What figure before 10 has secure thing put in an alley. Let's look at it horizontally. I mean, there's only so many things going here. Nan, nin, 9. Nine something. What would that be? 9. Secure thing is a pin. 9 pin. Ah, like a bowling. Okay, yeah. So if you go bowling, you play 9 pins. I would think that's ripe, but I can't think what it is. I'm going to put ripe. Ready to eat is ripe. Let's go with that and then do a check and see if I've actually managed it all. Yes, all correct apparently. Okay, am I still on screen? Yes, I am. Oh no, not knobs. What's this? Mention of. Did I? Is that knobs or not? Let's just check. No. What's that then? Oh, knobs. Those kind of knobs. Ah, that's why I couldn't see it, because it was a K for knobs. And it's snobs, obviously. Ah, right. Okay. There was some complex cluing in there. Let's have a look through. So one across. Got second husband is the SH. Beset by awful pains. We've got INPA is an anagram of pain. So awful is an anagram indicator. And then beginning to emerge is first letter of emerge is the E. And that gives us in shape, which is healthy. If we classify something, we bracket it. We've got businessman's first is the B, and then a dishonest scheme is a racket. Sign of things to come is an omen, and found among some neighbours. So in some neighbours we've got omen, and found among is our hidden word indicator. We've got an environmentalist as green, a delicate nature is light, and if you get permission to go ahead, you get the green light. We've got a pair of notes, ANN, and by West Country Banker, so in this case the River X, which is down in Devon, is a river. It's got banks, so it's a West Country Banker. And an addition to a building is an annex. A fellow is an F, and then following is tracking, but we've got with no end of interest, so take the T, so the no end of interest is T, and tracking has no T, so it becomes racking. So F racking gives a method of extracting gas, which is fracking. Manic sets is an anagram of semantics. Manipulated is an anagram indicator, and shades of meaning are semantics. We've got hard material, which is steel. We've got a support, which is a T, like a golf tee, and that's in the confines of school. So the confines of school are the S and the L. So put that. I can't believe I didn't get this really. Maybe if I'd been a little bit more patient, I would have got there. So mention of is telling us it's a sound like wealthy people are knobs, and projections are knobs with a K. We've got another anagram coming up here, I think. We've got separate. Separate is different, or separate from is different. We've got an anagram of friend left to get to different. So to wander is our anagram indicator, but overlooking lake is telling us not to anagram the L in there. Let's continue on down. So finally catch is to hunt down. We've got the leaders of heist unsettling new, so that's the HUN. We've then got director, D, in a built up area, which is a town. Suave is urbane. We've got a Republican graduate, so an R, and then a BA is a graduate Bachelor of Arts. And in A French, so A French is un, UN, and then cafe lately, so the last letter of cafe is the E. Now, obviously, you could have just used UNE for un French. You know, there's different spellings of it, male and female. General journalist is broad-based. General is broad-based. General is broad-based. A journalist is ed, and that's following an anagram of Barbados. And in a storm is telling us that's an anagram of Barbados. Gosh, don't know what this is. Chewy meat with time gone is ready to eat. Oh, tripe. So tripe is chewy, apparently. I didn't know that. So tripe without the T becomes ripe, which is ready to eat. Let's have a look at these two clues down here. Am I still on screen? Just about. We've got playlet. Playlet is a short drama. Favourite is pet, P-E-T, and that's including unprofessional, so lay. A lay person is someone who's an amateur, and line is L, so that gives us playlet. And here we've got female is F, and then we've got an anagram of Gary in. So ground is an anagram indicator. That's a kind of one that comes up frequently in the Guardian. And something describing old clothes could be fraying. So there's the crosses. Got some things going on in here. It's a bit of a step up from the, say, if you've come up from the quick cryptic, but a good puzzle to be challenged by, I think. So one mobilising, we've got one mobilising about. So we've got N-O-E, so an anagram of one. So mobilising is telling us to anagram it, and it's about a pit, and a pit is a mine, and the type proposed for office is a nominee. We've got a movable joint is a hinge, and it's put in, so hidden in something easily. We've got an anagram of temping is pigment, so eccentric is telling us that's an anagram coming up, and natural colouring matter is pigment. Manages to run, area is the A, and then wide is W, so that's cricket notation for W equals wide, and Y for yard. And a feature of an airport is a runway. Richard shortly, so the short version of Richard I was looking for was Rick, and that's entering an anagram of Crete, so C-E-T-E-R is an anagram of Crete. Recreation is telling us there's an anagram of that, and one playing on a square is a cricketer. Improve something is to enhance it. What have we got? Education at the margins with opportunity initially missed. So what have we got? So I'd say opportunity initially missed means take. So initially opportunity is O, initial letter of miss, so take an O out of that. Education at the margins. Okay, education at the margins is EN, I think. And then an opportunity is a chance. Okay, so that's actually, I've misread that clue. So it's education at the margins is EN, so E and N of education. And then an opportunity is a chance, but without the C on it, to get to enhance. Fancy is an anagram indicator that reception's fit is an anagram of perfectionist, and one with impossibly high standards is a perfectionist. Random is arbitrary. Just scroll down a bit. Random is arbitrary. A piece is a bit, so we've got B-I-T. Penned by A-R-R, so a right reverend. So bishops are called right reverends. Not, sometimes it's a B for bishop, but in this case it's A-R-R. And on a railway, so A, and then R-Y is an abbreviation for railway. Double definition here. Grey equals neutral, and a person with no allegiance to either side is a neutral. One establishing, another double definition here. One establishing an institution is the founder, and being unsuccessful is, you founder on the rocks. Figure before 10 is 9, and then secure things a pin. You secure something, you pin it, and 9 pins go in alley. So bowling, typically we're used to doing 10-pin bowling in Britain, but 9 pins is, I think, like Skittles. Maybe, or maybe that's just Skittles, I'm not sure. But yeah, there are 9-pin versions of bowling. Another double def for double here. So we've got a twin is a double, and a drink twice the normal measure is a double. And finally we've got heavily built is Burley, we've got liberal, which is the L, going in part of Greater Manchester, which is Bury. So there we go, all done. Yeah, good. Nice little puzzle there from Chandler. If you attempted it, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.